Hi, my name is Marietta Mehanni, and this week's Aquatic is using one dumbbell. Now, I've got two choices with this exercise. Option 1 is easier, option 2 is more demanding. So we'll start by holding the center of the dumbbell and pushing the dumbbell down and up in the water. Now the feet are going to come up off the bottom, and I'm going to do a V kick. So kicking out in a V, pulling the heels back and pressing the dumbbells down as my legs kick out. Now let me turn side on. You'll see that I am leaning forwards. Trying to keep your straight back is not going to work because I've got to keep my chest over this buoyancy piece of equipment to be able to stay in position. If I try and lean back, this is going to come up and I'm going to go back. So be mindful about your cueing when you're on pool deck. You know, it's not about straight back all the time. I've got to lengthen back, but I need to lean forwards to make this exercise work. So this is what I call option 1. So you're asking, what's option 2? Option 2 is a straight arm action, so pulling down, and the heels are clicking together. Still doing the V-shape action. Notice I'm leaning a little bit further forwards, and you've got to work really hard to push the dumbbell up. Because if you don't push the dumbbell up, you go backwards really fast. Watch this. So if I want to travel backwards, sure, no worries. Yeah, but the workout, you know, I'm just pushing down, not really working hard on the way up because I'm allowing the buoyancy to go up. But the thing that you miss out on by not pulling up and trying to stay on the spot is the abdominal activation. Because when you pull up as hard as you push down, your abdominals engage. It's quite amazing how that works. So I've got to really push the dumbbell up to try not to move backwards. It's hard. And the hamstrings are getting a great workout as I tuck my heels underneath my body and pull my feet back. Wow, this is a seriously good exercise. So you're working your upper body, of course. You feel the abdominal engagement. Your hamstrings get this amazing workout. I really like it. And it's a great exercise to do. A little bit of cardio, but it's more, I'd say it's more strength. It's more strength training because you really feel those muscles having to work pretty hard. Heart rate's not climbing rapidly, but it's more strength, which is very cool because there isn't a lot, well, there is a lot of exercises that you can do strength-wise in the pool, but suspended is a little harder. You'd agree, right? Suspended is a little harder. So that's a great exercise using just one dumbbell. Hope you give it a go. And that is this week's Aquatic. A chair is what you need for this demonstration because you want to be able to demonstrate the lean forwards, the seated position, and also what the arms and legs are doing. So you're starting off with holding the dumbbell here and pressing down. And then you get down into the chair and ask your clients to lift their feet up off the pool floor, and you're pushing down as the legs kick out. Now, encourage them to lean forwards. It's one of the very few exercises that I recommend that people do it because it's very hard to stay upright. And this is why it's important to get in the pool and try some of these exercises out yourself, because sometimes we cue things on pool deck thinking it's good posture, and in fact it's almost impossible to do. Arms going down. Now the feet in the option 1 were not coming together. They were just kicking out. And so what you want to do is lean forwards, out, in, and you've got your feet still touching the floor. So you've got your heels out and in, and the feet stay apart, right? You don't have to cue the feet staying apart, they'll do it anyway. Then for option 2, where you're going to do the straight arm action, remember they've got to lean even further forwards. So this is how I would cue it. We start off with the arms pressing down, and when you're ready, lift your feet up off the pool floor and lean forwards and kick your feet out. Notice how I'm holding onto the chair now. So kick your feet out, and you're going to kick your feet out as your arms go down. Kick your feet out as your arms go down. Now for those of you that would like to do level 2, we're going to straighten the arm now. So the arm starts to lengthen out. You're going to have to pull up, push down, pull up, push down, and I'd like you to bring your feet together out, pull your heels in. So you'll need to pull your heels in to get your feet to come together. You're going to feel it a lot more in your hamstrings. And that, my friends, is how I would actually verbally cue this. Nice and slow, be really clear, and give the instructions in a methodical, simple way. Now, I talked about pushing the dumbbell up when I was in the water, which is interesting terminology, but whatever works. Really, it's a pull action where you're actually pulling, but if that, oh actually no, it's a push action because you're pushing away from the body, so you're pushing the dumbbell up. So I did use the right terminology in the pull. You're gonna pull when you pull it down, right? So you're gonna push the dumbbell up. So out, in, heels coming together, pull the dumbbell up, and you'll need to demonstrate that. So talk about pull the dumbbell up, see if you can pull it up quickly to stop you from moving backwards, and lean as much as you need to, as long as your feet are coming together. So there are extra cues that I would add on for this exercise. Not a hard exercise to demonstrate physically, but technically there's a lot you need to explain. So if you enjoy these Aqua Tips and you like getting them every week, you know, I've been doing this for a very long time. I started in 2014 and I've done one every single week. It's amazing. If you go back to some of the older ones, you'll notice that there's been an improvement in production. However, it would be great if you hit the subscribe button, shared it with your friends, liked it as well, and that is this week's Aqua Tip.